I find discouragement in the concept that nothing I have to say or will say is particularly separate from some other uninspired view or for some other thought that whoever's listening may have had. Um, Especially myself, if I do listen to this, that's definitely things that I've thought of before. Um, Though I feel the need to share my ramblings like this, anyways. Of course, you probably hear me playing with my hands right now, so I'm gonna try to stop that. And I feel like mainly this is so that I don't forget. I don't think I will. I mean, I do think. Um, I am not under the impression that I will forget, though I still, I feel like it helps to, take a picture of where I'm at and to sort of acknowledge a time that I have spent pondering these topics and to make some worth out of these muddied ashes of thought that, hell knows when any of this sort of came up in my um, experience or just thinking and stuff like that. I should stop saying that word. um, you know, thoughts are sort of like, my visible scars. They just simply have multiplied over time, and I'm sure, I'm not alone in something like that, and that's rather irrelevant for me to bring up. And they just serve as reminders, and whether they're something that I stumble upon in my head, or I hear a certain sound, or I do something that reminds me of something, and my headphone randomly falls out. That's funny. Um, yeah, my luck, right? Um, no, something just reminds me of something, and that's so fake. Hey, maybe I'll get really really personal sometime here soon if this. I don't have to look very far to think of something that I don't like, and you know some general, not really general. Just uh, imagine seeing a specific pair of pants, or hearing a certain sound, or something as simple as like spitting. That those sort of things lead me down a rabbit hole almost immediately, and I can just look at my own skin and have an idea of what was going on. Uh, if I haven't said it before, it's also why I like handwriting and dated drawings and writings and stuff like that. I'm in love with that stuff. Um, yeah, I'm in love with that history and with trying to capture whatever old thought I had for such for whenever that was, and try to remember what I was remembering or thinking about at that time is just like is so otherworldly. It's strange. I feel like a bit of a narcissist to say that. Uh, you know, there's some things I I really like knowing everything. I feel like I do. It's like a poison. At the same time, I'm sort of wishing I'm struggling to think. The some pains out of existence. I can see and hear and feel all these muddied ideas and memories, and I I and this happens over and over and over again, and it seems like it must happen, is that I just bury one hurt. Um, and at the cost of another great hurt. And you can see where that, quickly spirals into a not so fun cycle there. I mean, I grass is greener on the other side, that sort of thing. Not really. Um, it's just nice to. I guess at that point, if I'm burying one hurt under another, it's just that the one that I'm currently experiencing is just unbearable at that point, and without that exchange, it's like I can't escape. The million corpses of my past self or thoughts. Those things that chain me down, or things more so I let them, or times that have shaped me, or times that I've allowed myself to shape myself, per se. Uh, they don't always have to be bad, but in this context, sort of is. It sort of is. It sort of is, and it's all very vague. It's all very vague, and I'll definitely share something else some other time. So am I to be thankful of that past me, uh, that has put me in this place where I am still here, and maybe right now I'm in a pretty decent place, and if we're being a little more relevant, my hair's not in a good place. I keep fucking with it. um, and right now, am I doing something that the future me would benefit from? And um, ultimately, what about me right now? Is is this worth my time? Is me playing with my hair and throwing my hands around and going off little mini sidewinders with how I speak here, my little nervousness and clutching my hands and tensing my legs. I simply, I want to know it all, and I want to feel the pain that comes with that, and I want something I understand, and you know, how is one not to understand something without knowing and without experiencing some sort of feeling and regarding that information or that experience? It's I just want to understand. I I want to understand, and I want to experience the desire to change. I also feel like I want to be pacified, or to have my flame snuffed out. I wonder if all I see is flames. And I'd like to be torn. I'd like to be torn from my own dark reality. Because I'm not here to stay. I'm not.